Have you ever wanted to know what it feels like to become a successful tattoo artist, but feel like there's a missing piece of the puzzle, something stopping you getting there? But feel like if you found that missing little piece, that one thing, that you'd actually make it as a tattooist? Well, mastering this one trick could skyrocket and absolutely make your career. I know this because I started tattooing in my shed, and now I've taught hundreds of thousands of people to tattoo worldwide. And I've been asked countless times how people can shortcut their way to becoming a tattooist. And I tell everybody exactly the same thing. Listen, there is no shortcut. And let's be honest with each other, if you're looking for a shortcut, I'd probably be sat thinking, is this the right career for you? There's no shortcuts when it comes to learning or growing as a tattooist. So the very first thing that you need to learn on how to become a tattooist is actually how to learn. It may sound strange, but let me try and explain it to you. So during my tattoo career, whilst I was tattooing the customers 5-6 hours at a time, I was obsessed with learning all the business side and the marketing side. And for anybody that's familiar with the channel, I've spent over £150,000 just on business and marketing courses. But one of those courses, and I kind of laugh about it now when I think back, but things just seem to be taking too long. I was in a rush. And what I learned is one of the courses, it's usually a 2 to 3 year course. Well, I was in a rush. I wanted to do it faster than that. So all day, I'd have my headphones in, I'd talk to a customer a little bit. Once they were settled in, I'd sit and I'd be listening to these online courses. But I thought, I'm not learning this quick enough. How can I speed this up? So I actually then started to study and go on courses, taught me how to learn more effectively. And let's think about it, it's something that we never taught. Think back to school, they're constantly giving you information, but they're not telling you how to remember or actually digest that information. Hopefully this will relate to you. But if we think back to whenever we're learning something, when have we ever been taught how to learn? It's something that's missed out, not just in tattoo industry, but in every industry. So I went on courses to teach that exact topic. And the beauty of it is I digested everything. I started learning a lot quicker. And then I implemented everything into my online course at the same time. The first point that I want to make is what we're actually learning on. We need to be using fake skin. It is as simple as that. I've seen tons of videos out there. Let's do it on fruit, let's do it on pig skin. There is an item out there. Somebody's gone to all the effort to develop something that can be used instead of a person, and it's artificial skin. There's loads of different brands out there that range in different qualities, and there's some more realistic than others. But just as an overall umbrella, it doesn't matter what fake skin you're using, just use fake skin. And for a simple reason, we need to be progressively learning. Part of that is being able to look at previous work. Same in business, you need to keep track of your numbers so you can analyse it later on. Same whenever you're learning anything. We've got to look at what we're doing today and then compare that to what we did last week, last month. Then we can look at the results and say, right, I'm improving in this area, my lines are getting straighter because I can compare that to last week's. My shading is improving in these areas because I can compare that to last week's and last month's. Using fruits or pig skin that's not going to save, you're not going to get that at all because you can't look at previous work. Not only is it the best thing to learn on physically, but it also is the best thing to track progress, which when you're learning, that is one of the most important keys. Number 2 is the importance of a plan and obviously goals. And also once you reach them mini goals, celebrate your success, because that is one of the things that's going to spur you on and motivate you to keep going. Learning how to tattoo is hard work, it's not easy. Everybody thinks and comments, oh Ben, you've made this course, it's a shortcut. It is the complete opposite. And anybody on the course, if you speak to them, jump in comments and engage with them and say, is it easy? They're all going to say no. It's hard work. Easy to follow, not easy to do. The time and effort has got to be there. But we've got to have a plan. And it's so many people jump around on YouTube, and this is no disrespect to you, obviously, watching me on YouTube, but you'll watch one thing and then something totally different or random next, and you end up jumping around. What we need is a plan. Look, wherever you are currently, point A, never held a machine, been doing it for 6 months, been watching YouTube a year, looking to progress. Don't matter where that starting point is, you're at point A. That'll be different for everybody. You're wanting to get to point B. Do we want to be just jumping around anywhere? That's not a plan, that's not following structure. We need to go from point A to point B. This is not a shortcut, it's just common sense, isn't it? Let's do it in a straight line and put everything that we need to learn in the correct order so it makes sense and one thing naturally flows on to the next. It creates learning. The outcome is, yeah, you do things a lot quicker. But the difference between a shortcut and doing things in the right order is a shortcut usually misses vital information because you go in a different way. This is the exact same method. We're still covering everything. However, this time we're doing it in the right order, in the right direction, so we get to the destination a lot quicker with no stones left unturned. We still cover everything. Third point that I want to make, and this is massively, massively important, repetition. You have got to repeat everything. So many people fall into the habit of thinking, I've done that once, now I can do it. It's like a boxer going to the gym and throwing one jab at a punch bag and saying, oh, I've done it now. I can do that, instead of practicing it again and again and again. We need that same mentality, that same method when it comes to tattooing. Nothing can beat physically doing something multiple times. So when it comes to practicing your line work, everybody on my course knows I hammer drills again and again. And it's for this reason. It creates muscle memory. You only truly know that you're capable of doing something when you're just automatically doing it without even thinking about it. It's just subconscious. Your body just naturally does it. And I like to think of driving a car. Anybody that drives a car will fully understand what I'm saying. If you're doing the same route every morning to work, how many times have you got to work and think, fucking hell, I can't even remember driving here? Your brain just goes somewhere else, doesn't it? You're driving, you're indicating, cars in front of you are slowing down, but you're not even focusing on what you're doing. Your brain is somewhere else. You might be thinking about what you're having for tea, taking missus out, partner out, whatever it may be, but you're certainly not focused on the journey. You're subconsciously just doing it. That takes a lot of repetitions to get to that stage. Once you're doing lines or shading and you're not even thinking about it, that's when you know that you're competent in doing it. That comes with repetition. You have got to repeat things again and again and again. And I'm repeating myself now, aren't I? Because I really want to drill it into your head. When you're doing the drills, don't just do them once. And I tell everybody on my course, each lesson, they get all the stencils. It's not just one. They're doing the same design multiple times to learn. You don't just do the design once and think, right, I've done that design, now I can do it. Because you're going to do it second time and try and improve. The line work needs to be that 1% better. The shading needs to be 1% better. You're going to do it 3, 4, 5 times. The more, the better. Imagine in a year's time, 6 months' time, a month's time. You only have to jump onto my Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube to see the results that people get in literally 30 days because of that repetition and that structure. So the main message within this video is, look, if you want to master tattooing, first you've got to master how to learn, because that's essentially what you've got to do. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Listen, we've got tons of videos like this one, so if you did enjoy it, go watch the rest. I'd love to see you over there. But as always, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.